Hello, this is Dana Huff from New England Handmade Artisan Soaps, and today I'm going to show you how to use Evernote to keep a soaping notebook. First of all, if you're a soap maker, you should be keeping a notebook so that you can save your recipes and ideas and make note of things that worked and things that didn't work. Evernote is a free tool that makes that really easy. I'm doing this demonstration on a Mac, but Evernote works on a PC as well. If you have an iPad, iPhone, or Android device, you can also use the Evernote app on these devices, but it's easier to clip and save recipes to Evernote using the computer version. The first thing you need to do is download the Evernote program. If you're on a Mac, it is available in the Mac App Store, and you can also go to www.evernote.com and download the software directly from the site. Evernote will guide you through the process of downloading and installing the software. Just follow their on-screen instructions. They will also guide you through the process of creating an account. Down below this video, I'll link to some helpful Evernote tutorials to help you get started. After you have downloaded the program and installed the program, you're going to come back to the Evernote website and download the web clipper. At www.evernote.com, click on Products in this drop-down menu at the top and select Evernote Web Clipper. Since I'm using Firefox, the download button you see here says Get Web Clipper for Firefox. This is because Firefox has a directory of add-ons. If yours does not say Get Web Clipper for whatever browser you're using, you can try looking at this drop-down menu and selecting the browser that you're using. Then follow the on-screen instructions for installing the web clipper. You will probably need to restart your browser once you've installed the web clipper. And once you do, you will probably notice a new icon near the top of your browser. It may be in a different location on yours, but I'm using Firefox, so it's up here in the top. And it looks like the elephant that is the Evernote icon. So after you've downloaded and installed the web clipper, you can go to your favorite online soap calculator. I like SoapCalc. And you just put in your recipe like you normally would. Make all of the changes that you want to make to whether you're using pounds, ounces, or grams, the amount of water that you're going to use, the superfat, the fragrance, etc. Calculate the recipe and view or print recipe. Now, if you have used this and printed recipes in the past, you have probably gone ahead and written out your additives here and your notes here before you printed so that they would print out. If you're using Evernote, you don't need to do that. I'll show you. So now that we have a printable version of the recipe, what we're going to do is click on the web clipper button, and you'll see I have two options, clip full page or clip URL. You need to clip full page if you're going to get this note into your notebook, so that's what I'm going to do. And since my Evernote program was already open, it only took a second for this note to appear in my notebook. If you don't currently have Evernote open, it might take just a minute for the program to open. And the first thing you can do is name your recipe. One of the things I also like to do is you'll see up here where it says click to add tags. This makes it easier for you to search your notebook, so you might try adding the tags to the oils that you're using and the fragrance that you use. Whatever tags you think might be helpful for you in finding your materials. And then, as I said, you can come over here and put your additives in. Let's say that I'm going to use 50 grams of lemon verbena fragrance oil. Or maybe I want to use 1 tablespoon of kaolin clay. Any additives, botanicals, fragrances, colorants, etc. that I use in my soaps, I go ahead and put them here so that later on I can remember how much of everything I used. This is really handy so that you can remember how much fragrance you need to put in your recipe or whatever you want to do, or if something doesn't work out and you want to try something different next time, you can see what you had done the previous time. Over here in notes, I put things like what kind of a technique I might want to use. And I might list my ingredients. This is really handy for just copying and pasting later on into your labels. So because my main ingredient is olive oil, I list it first, and then I continue to list the other ingredients in the order in which they are in terms of amount. And then, like I said, you can use your notes section or your additive section whatever way that you like. So one of the things that's also nice about Evernote is you can add pictures of your soap if you want to remember how it looked. And so if you want to add a picture, what you need to do is locate the picture first on your computer. So here's a picture of my lemon verbena soap, and what you can do then is either select the image and then right click on it and select copy, or you can also use on a Windows machine the command, the two keys together, Control C, or on the Mac Command C, and that will get you the copy command. Close that window out and then simply click underneath your recipe somewhere and do Control V or Command V on a Mac, and the image will appear. Now, like I said, you can always come back and edit your notes, so if you find that a fragrance discolors but you didn't notice it for like another week or so after you had made your soap, you can come back here and make note of that. Whatever you want to do. So basically you have your recipe saved in your notebook, and there's really no need to print it out unless you want to have a printed version. You can use your iPad Evernote app to prop your iPad up and just look over at that if you would like. You can also add reminders. So if I want to remember, this is a new feature in Evernote, if I want to remember when my soap will be cured, I can click on this little clock here and add the date, and Evernote will remind me when my soap is ready to go. I can close out this window so that I can show you what the rest of the Evernote notebook looks like. The current version of Evernote has 3 columns. In this first column you'll see my shortcuts. I use Evernote for a lot of things, so I have multiple notebooks. If you're just going to use it as a soaping journal, there's no need for you to create multiple notebooks. The current notebook that I have open will show up in this middle column, and you can see all the reminders that I have here on my list as well. This is reminding me when my certain soaps will be ready. And over here in this final column is the note that I have open at the moment. And if I want to open another note in that window, I can simply click on it, or if I want it larger, I can double click on it and it will open in a new window. The great thing about using Evernote is that if your computer dies, you will not lose your recipes. You have an online account with Evernote, and you can always retrieve your notes from any computer using a browser, and if you get a new computer, you can install Evernote again and all your notes will be there once you sign in. Your notes will always save automatically and sync to all of your other devices, so after your note has synced, you can open it up on your iPad if you created it on your computer, and then you can use your iPad to look at your recipes if you would like. You can't really embed videos like YouTube videos in Evernote yet, but you can put links to videos in your notebook, so you can easily add links to your notes if you have a video you need to watch for a certain technique. I'm a huge fan of Evernote, and I think it can be one tool that does just about everything you need to do to keep a soap notebook. If you have questions about Evernote or about how I use Evernote, feel free to leave them in the comments and I will address them. Otherwise, take a look at the links I've shared in the description, and I hope you enjoy using Evernote, and I hope this video was useful to you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.